So what is up, guys? This is Nick here from Everything Tech, and welcome to this iPhone 5 versus iPhone 5S versus iPhone SE iOS 9.3.4 speed test, boot up test, kind of just seeing how these devices perform next to each other on the latest official iOS release, not the beta iOS 10. This is iOS 9.3.4. You can see I got the iPhone 5 here. Pretty old beat up device here, but you know what? A lot of people are still wondering if this device is worth it. It's like 120 bucks now online. Some places 150. The iPhone 5S, pretty much anywhere from 150 to like 250, depending on if you get the 64 gigabyte. And this one is very enticing to a lot of people here because it does have a 64-bit chip, a first for the iPhone here. And this has a 32-bit CPU. A6 processor, A7 processor, A9. So we jump a generation processor over the A8 for the SE. So the iPhone SE is the latest small 4-inch iPhone, and this also runs iOS 9.3.4. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna first go ahead and boot them up, and then we're gonna run a series of application tests and browser tests, and we're gonna see how these things perform. So if you wanna see that, stick around, let's go. All right, guys, so welcome to this, iPhone 5 versus iPhone 5S versus iPhone SE test. The first one we're going to begin with is the boot up test. I want to show you that all of these devices are off. I'm pressing the power buttons there. You could see nothing is happening, so they are all off. I am going to go ahead and flick the switch, and all of these devices should start booting on in 3, 2, 1. And you should see that to begin here. Oh, I guess it didn't switch on. Let's go ahead and try that one more time. So you can see iPhone 5S is showing firstly here, then iPhone SE, and then iPhone 5. But let's see which one gets there first. And my prediction is going to be, as you're probably predicting as well, iPhone SE, 5S, and 5. The iPhone SE boots up incredibly fast. This is a super powerful little phone. The iPhone 5S is also a super powerful little phone, but not quite as powerful as the SE. So you can see the SE is way ahead of both of these devices over here, but you can see we are going to go through all of these applications once everything gets booted up to see which one is quicker. So 5S right behind it, not right behind it, about 15 seconds behind the SE, which is quite a bit. If your phone boots off, you need to catch an Uber or something, that's quite a bit of time, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go into general and confirm that these are all on the same exact iOS version. So the iPhone 5 did boot up about 25 seconds after iPhone SE and about 15 seconds after iPhone 5S. So let me go into settings here, and we're going to confirm that, like I say, each one of these are all on the same exact, iOS version. So you could see right there, 9.3.4 13G35, 9.3.4 13G35, and 9.3.4 13G35. Just to confirm one more time, SE. This is a 5S because the fingerprint scanner right there, no SE logo there, and iPhone 5, of course, right here. So that is cool there. So let me go ahead and close everything out on all of these, and we're gonna try to do this as accurate as possible. This is pretty challenging, so bear with me here if I miss a tap here and there. So let's go ahead and do this really quickly here. So we're gonna try to do the App Store and first one, App Store in 3, 2, 1. And you could see SE first, now the 5S, and now the 5, as most probably would have predicted. So what about scrolling through them? You can see really quickly though that they're all about similar once you start scrolling through. In the real world, you will notice a little bit of frame rate drop if you got eyes to see them kind of things. You will notice a slight frame rate delay on, from each iteration. So the SE being the smoothest, you'll notice a slight chop on the 5S in comparison to the SE, and then you'll notice even more chop from the iPhone 5 in comparison to the 5S, and quite a bit more delay from the iPhone 5 to the SE. It's pretty noticeable. If you used both of these devices heavily, you would notice it. So let's go back home, and let's go into calendar now, 3, 2, 1. You could see that was about similar, but I still think it went down the line, iPhone SE, iPhone 5S, and 5. So let's go back home here. And it looks like the SE home first, and then the 5, and then the 5S. So the 5S is showing to be the slowest to go back home here. So let's go into calculator, or missed that one. So like I said, this is not the easiest test. Let me go ahead and close out these calculators here and try that one more time. Calculator really quickly here. So you can see, I think I missed that one again. Let's try that one more time on the calculator. I think I hit the calendar here on the 5S. But let's go ahead and do that one more time here. 3, 2, 1. And you could see, there we go. It looked about the same on all of them. Let me know which one you think was faster there. But once again, it looked like the SE was home first, then the 5, and then the 5S. But I could be missing this, so let me know down below. Let's go into settings here. And I missed the tap on the 5S. So yeah, this is a little bit challenging here, but let's try that one more time. Settings. Missed it again. Come on, Nick, you got this. Let's do it one more time. Settings, there we go. And the 5S looked to have been first there. Let's go back home. And let's go to Twitter now. 3, 2, 1. And you could see iPhone SE to Twitter, iPhone 5S Twitter, iPhone 5. So the third-party apps is where you're really gonna see the difference in speed between these guys. So let's go into, I'm gonna skip Spotify. Let's go into YouTube really quickly here. And you can see iPhone SE, 5S, and then 5. Now let's go ahead and play a video. iPhone 5S, iPhone SE, and then iPhone 5. But in terms of video, it's not really that much of a difference. That's not really a heavy application. So let's go into Instagram in 3, 2, 1. And you could see iPhone SE, iPhone 5S, and then iPhone 5. Let's go back home here. Let's go into weather on these. And that looked once again SE, 5S, and then 5. Let's go home here. Let's go to clock. 3, 2, 1. And it looked like the SE, then 5, then 5S. But let me know if I missed that one. Let's go back home. Let's go into Adobe Lightroom. And looks like the SE, and then the 5S, and then the 5 there. So let's go back home. Let's go into Zillow here. SE, 5S, and now the 5. So it's definitely as expected. I thought this is what was gonna happen, you know, each phone from each iteration slightly quicker than the other. But I found the SE to be a lot quicker than both of these. To be honest, it really does show that it's 2 generations ahead of both these devices. So SE was a little bit quicker there on eBay than the 5S, not too much, but you know, the 5 is really getting behind now. So this test might be showing you that you might want to just skip the 5 if you were looking to get an iPhone 5 in 2016. You actually might want to skip it because, you know, the 5S is not even that much more on the used market, and it is, you know, quite a bit better than the 5, and it gives you a fingerprint scanner as well. So let's go into, let's see, did we do Amazon already? Let's go into the speed test. Let's see what happens there. And you could see right down the line, but that one was pretty close. Let's go into a Pie Geek. Missed that tap on the SE. Let's try that one more time. Let's do that one more time here. A Pie Geek here. And you could see iPhone SE, iPhone 5S, and then 5. But I mean, it's not so much behind that the iPhone 5 is not usable. The iPhone 5 is actually pretty usable here in 2016. So if you wanted to do like use an iPhone 5, it is pretty usable here. So there's the cameras right down the line. Let's go ahead and take pictures, see how fast they take pictures here. So all pretty quick overall, but you know, the iPhone 5 is a little bit behind. It doesn't have that super quick burst capture, you know, like the iPhone 5S did. You see how it goes up really quickly. And then the SE about the same as the 5S. So overall, the camera, once again, right down the line, SE is gonna be the quickest, and then we're gonna have the 5S and then the 5 here. So let's go ahead and hop over into a Temple Run on all 3 of these devices. This is a game here. Let's see which one does it first. iPhone SE. Hit play, and then right down the line. Let's do that one more time. Let's close those out. Let's do that one more time. Let's go into Temple Run one more time here on all 3 of these. SE, 5S, and then 5. Not too much different because that's not a heavy game. But let's play the Slither game next here. I think a little bit more loading here. iPhone SE, iPhone 5S. But you could see how fast the iPhone SE is ready to go, and then there was the 5S, and we're still waiting on the 5. So quite a bit quicker here for the SE over those 2 devices. Let's go home here, and let's do Csr Racing here. This should take a little bit more time to load up here. Not too much for the SE because it really is quickly here. But let's go ahead and you can see SE is quite a bit ahead of both of these devices here. And you could see Csr Racing, we're about getting ready to go here. So SE is pretty much in there and ready to go. The iPhone 5S is only a few seconds behind the SE, but you know, you're already playing in here by the time you get into the iPhone 5S, and then you could go ahead and do something else. So the SE really is with the A9 processor a lot quicker, and the 5S or the 5 is just, you know, getting behind there, as you can see right there. Let's go ahead and do some multitasking now. Let's try to do this. And let's just see how they go through them here. You could see you're not going to notice too much of a difference here. I mean, you really got to be nitpicking and looking for this stuff to see it. So, I mean, overall, you're not really going to see too much when you're just scrolling through, but let's go ahead and see which one opens first. I missed the tap on the SE. So let's do Csr Racing here. You could see about the same. The iPhone 5 had to reload. Let's go and do that again. 5S, come on. Okay, let's go here. Let's go to Tempo Run here. And it looked like I missed a tap on the 5. So yeah, this is pretty challenging, but let me go ahead and do that one more time here. But you can see about the same there. Let's go over here and let's go into ApplyGeek, that application for tech news. Let's go here on the 5 and make sure we get this on point here. I keep missing the tap. I missed the tap on the 5S. Let's do that one more time. Just bear with me, guys. I don't do these 3 phone tests very often, so just bear with me here. So let's go ahead and do ApplyGeek here. And you could see SE, 5S, and then 5. So overall, I mean, I think this test is showing that if you decide to pick one of these devices up, you know, as it might seem pretty common sense or obvious, the SE is the fastest of the 3 and quite a bit ahead of these 3, to be honest, of the 3. The iPhone 5S is a little bit behind. Nothing you're gonna notice too much over the SE, but you will notice a tremendous increase in battery life on the SE over both of these devices. And you will not notice too much of a difference in camera between the SE and the 5S, but you will notice a huge difference in camera from the SE to the 5. So if you're gonna do a leap here, an upgrade, I would say that if you have an iPhone 5, you might wanna go ahead and head over into the iPhone SE and go ahead and, you know, just skip the 5S altogether if you can swing that, because it would be a nice upgrade. You know, just going through the general UI. All of these phones though, they're still functional here in 2016. So if you wanted to pick any one of these up here, they're all still gonna work. You're still gonna be able to enjoy the iPhone experience. I just think you're gonna be a little bit slower here on the iPhone 5 than you might, you know, come to expect. But if you're coming from anything older than an iPhone 5, like a 4S, a 4, or even a, you know, a slow laggy Android from the past, not the newer powerful Androids, you might enjoy the iPhone 5 here pretty much, you know. But in terms of the 5S, like I say, if you can swing the SE, I would skip the 5S. If you are in a budget range, this is probably the best iPhone to go with, the iPhone 5S. If you're like right in the middle, you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you have a little money to spend, but you don't want to be super cheap and get some slow crap, then I would say go with the 5S. Overall though, if it was for me, the SE definitely is hands down the best phone of these 3 here in my personal opinion. And this test indicated that it is the fastest. So anyway, guys, thank you for sticking around for this speed test comparison of the iPhone 5 versus the iPhone 5S versus the iPhone SE. Which is your favorite iPhone of the 3? Go ahead and drop it down below in the comments. And if you have a favorite one, please say why it's your favorite one down below in the comments. And yeah, this was pretty challenging to make this video. So if you did like it, please go ahead and show your support by clicking the thumbs up down below. I would appreciate it. Share this with anybody interested in iPhones, iOS, or any of these, like, you know, speed tests. They're pretty fun to make, pretty fun to watch. And I will have a great day. So I hope you have a great day, and be sure to be well and peace. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Later.
No.